Welcome to Cardinal Perspectives, a series featuring in-depth conversations with alumni, students, faculty, staff, and the extended family and community of the Catholic University of America. My name is James Higgins, Assistant Director for Leadership Annual Giving for Athletics at Catholic University. Today, I'm pleased to introduce this episode of Cardinal Perspectives featuring Sophie Maccarone, Head Softball Coach, and Tyra Wilson, Advancement Coordinator for Athletics. Sophie Maccarone became the first full-time head softball coach at Catholic University in 2023. In just her second season at the helm, she guided the Cardinals to historic success, including the first 30-win season in program history and multiple team and individual honors in the Landmark Conference. The Cardinals followed that achievement by matching the program record for wins the next season, while several student athletes earned all-region and all-landmark accolades, a testament to her leadership and commitment to excellence on the field. A 2021 graduate of Catholic University and former four-year Cardinal outfielder, Maccarone returned to her alma mater after serving as a graduate assistant, where she helped the team do a 23-17 record and a spot in the conference tournament. Her passion for the game and dedication to developing student athletes both on and off the field define her dynamic leadership of the Cardinals softball program. I'm excited for you to hear their conversation today. Let's get started.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tyra Wilson with University Advancement. Today I'm sitting with Coach Maccarone, the head women's softball coach. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Tyra. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good.
All right, we're going to jump right into these questions. So you're starting your third season at Catholic University. Is there any particular moment that stands out to you from your time here?
I think I've had a lot of moments here at Catholic University and very fortunate to be able to coach here and go into my third season. Over the past 2 years, we've had a lot of moments on the field and in the classroom. One particular moment that stands out to me that was probably one of the most exciting coaching moments, but also seeing the players, it was most exciting for them too, was when we swept Susquehanna on our field. It was awesome. We haven't swept Susquehanna, won 2 games against them in a really long time, so it was an amazing feeling. It was our first conference game of my first year coaching here, so it was a really special moment that I will never forget. And then the year later, we had another really special moment when we swept Moravian for the first time in program history.
Wow.
So just to see us beating Susquehanna twice, and then last year, our last conference doubleheader of the season, we beat Moravian twice. Those are 2 really special moments, and I'm looking forward to a lot more this season too.
Yeah, sounds like right from the start, your first season, you're ushering in just unprecedented levels of success.
Thank you.
Of course. Just moving on, we all kind of know about the Diamond Project, which is kind of the restructuring and new construction of our fields here, our baseball and softball fields here. And the phase for the upgrade to the turf and lights has recently completed. So, if you can just speak a little to what impact that project has on the current team and just your program as a whole.
Yeah. So my first year here, we got a little taste of the lights. They
Right.
were put in before the turf. So we got to use them a little bit, but not too much. Last year when the turf was put in, we're really excited because now it's all come together. So this is going to be our first season playing with turf and lights. We have plenty home games, probably until the middle of March we're playing at home, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Especially with daylight savings and playing later. That means we can be on our field whenever we want.
Yeah.
It's just a huge upgrade. I remember when I was a student here, we couldn't get on our field because it was dirt and grass until probably after spring break. Now we're starting practice on Saturday, and we're going to be on our turf.
That's
so
awesome, yeah.
it's a big upgrade for us. We get to be as a team more. We're not in the back gym hitting. We get to come together as a full team, which I think is going to help us excel even more because you need that team cohesion in softball, and we're going to get it right from the start. So we're really fortunate to have that, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, not to mention actually having your home games at home.
That
so
is
we can have a
true.
little more home advantage.
Yes.
Going more into what your vision is for the program as a whole, kind of your hopes for the team's development and success under your leadership.
Yeah, so basically my number one goal is to win the conference,
Right.
of course. And that's a lot of other teams' goals here, and those who are winning the conference want to go on to regionals and go even further. I think my overall goal for the team is win the conference, but get the team together, get them growing together and learning skills that can help them when softball is done too. Like, of course, like I said, I really want to win. I love to win. We haven't won the conference since 2014, and what better year to do it than on our first year on our turf? But also, I like to grow them as individuals and let them gain skills from practice, from games, from drills that we do, from, we'll do many things in the locker room together, like watch film and talk about it, or do little drills to help them visualize hitting and visualize fielding and pitching, so they're more confident and comfortable when they're on the field and they feel less pressure.
Yeah.
So just to grow them as an overall person, that's my real big hope for the team.
Absolutely. I think that, that's the goal every coach here, I believe, wants. And looking more into that, growing the person off their field of play, let's turn it a little bit to the connection between alumni and the team. Do you have any, story that highlights that feeling?
Yeah. I think one of the best feelings was my first year. I really wanted to do something with the alumni. I have a lot of teammates who are still here in Washington, D.C., which is great. And I just talked to them like, hey, guys, this is my first year. Like, come out to the football game. I'll give some T-shirts away. We'll just hang out, meet my players. I think that's also one of the biggest things, players and alumni meeting, because there's so many connections there. But that was a special moment because I had so many alumni come out just to meet literally near the tent on that first alumni football game, homecoming game, which was awesome. And now they keep asking me, like, hey, can we do a player versus alumni game? Like, can we do a home run derby?
Aww.
So they want to come back, which is awesome. And I want to kind of show off our new field and have them back to see, because they're not going to believe how good it looks, too. So it's really special to have alumni and to be here with many alumni still in the area, and those that want to come back. Another thing my first year that happened was I would reach out to a bunch of alumni, and they would send pictures back of when they played.
Aww.
So I got to see what the field looked like many, many years back, some black and white pictures. Like, it was just amazing to see the evolution of Catholic University softball.
Yeah, I think that's one thing we can say across the board at Catholic. Like, our alumni community as well as just current community is so strong in their support of each other. So I think that's a beautiful story. I want to turn it back a little bit to the players themselves and just the strategies. You mentioned it a little bit, just how you help them to thrive, as athletes and individuals. And I think kind of connected to that, what's most important to you when you're shaping your team culture?
Things that are important to me, and we talk about it all the time as a team, like first day of school in the fall, we'll have a team meeting, talk about our values, talk about what we want to do and what really means a lot to us as a team. And we did it again last night in our pre-spring season meeting.
Gotcha.
So things that are important to me, attitude's really important to me. Having a positive attitude, like I said to them last night, we're going to practice outside. So saying it's not cold out is perfect, because then we're having a really good attitude about practice. We're wanting to learn. We're not just thinking, oh my God, it's cold. Like, I don't want to be here. Having the good attitude at practice. If you mess up, always going right back into it. I try and create a culture of, if you mess up, it's okay, shake it off. We're going to help you get the next one and help you do better the next time. Those two are really important to me. Communication's really important to me. We talk about here in the athletic department, elite communication. But that's something that is a skill that I think everyone needs to work on, especially on a team. We have a lot of moving parts. We have a lot of equipment. We have a lot of people who have classes. We have a lot of people who, need other things. So if we're communicating effectively with each other, it's going to make us better overall.
Absolutely.
And then I really like motivation. I like trust. I like responsibility. I always talk about, if you're playing shortstop, let's say, and there's someone behind you, you want the best for them too. So you want them to succeed and you want to help them, because it's always a battle, You never know who's going to play on game day until the time comes, but you still want to help each other out, and you want the best for each other, because overall that'll make the team the best.
I love that. Very much a team-minded mindset. I don't know, but I love that from you. So, we've gone in and out of this, I think, but if you could just kind of concisely define your long-term vision for Catholic University softball.
My long-term vision, I think my long-term vision and my hope is that we'll be able to host a conference tournament.
With that new turf.
With the new turf. So I can't tell you how many times I've played at Moravian for the conference tournament.
Right.
And all I want for this team is to be able to play it here, because I know they deserve it and I know they've worked so hard for it. My also long-term vision is, like I said, to grow them as people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one thing I do every year with them is allow them to talk to me about, hey, I have this interview. Can you help me with questions? Can you help me with resume? We talk about that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And one moment last year, we did some interview questions with one of my players. And the next week, she came back to me and she's like, Sophie, you're not going to believe it. Like, I had an interview and they asked me to same exact question we
Wow.
talked about, and I got the internship or
Nice.
something. So that's just a really good feeling besides winning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're helping them grow and, get jobs, get internships. And I think that's the big goal out of the team, too. Not only winning, not only becoming the high level competitive Division III team that we really want to become here, which we are becoming each year.
We're
I
on our
think
way.
we're growing every single year. But becoming the team that, hey, we're committed to getting you a job after college too. It's that Division III mindset. You're a student athlete.
Absolutely. And I think it all ties together because, as you're saying, you've been here 3 years, so you probably haven't had a full class your own yet.
Yep.
But already keeping those strong alumni ties, obviously you helping to cultivate them during their time here, helping them get those wins, as it were, like professionally, they're going to stay connected to this and to you. So I love that from you.
Thank you.
I think we kind of talked about this maybe, but in your view, what are the lasting benefits of competing at the collegiate level? And particularly Division III. I think you hear a lot about D1, but can you speak to that a little bit?
I think Division III is special, and I think that's why I wanted to coach in Division III too, because you're shaping the whole person.
Yeah.
Being on a team teaches you so much, like you would know too. It teaches you how to work with people. It teaches you how to, resolve conflict or figure out resolutions, really work with people maybe you don't want to work with people or you have trouble working with. It teaches you communication, and it teaches you how to schedule things out. Like it teaches
Time
you how to
management.
time management, multitasking, doing all of that. So I think being on a team sets you up really well for the working world too.
I think all of that's so true. I'm going to say again, especially at Catholic, we have these strong programs such as our nursing program, our business program, things of that nature. And I think because the emphasis is there on the education, you see the true balance that you might not see across other divisions. Something a little fun maybe to talk about. I know your team takes a spring break trip to Florida each year. What's in store for 2026?
So I really wanted to get away from the spring break trip.
Oh,
just
really?
Because we have the new turf field, and I wanted to show it off for spring
Okay.
break and bring everyone here. But couldn't get away from it. It's a team favorite every single year. So we're going to Florida again. We're going to go half a spring break, and then we'll come back and play a few games, which will be awesome. But
The best of both worlds.
yeah, right. That was my solution to this. But yeah, nothing can beat the spring break trip. Playing in the warm weather, playing really good competition. Everyone in our area goes to Florida. That's the reality of it. People want to go to Florida and play because you're guaranteed games. It's also fun. It's a great team bonding aspect. We stay in a big house together. So we're all together, cooking meals. Parents are meeting each other for the first time and really getting to know each other, which is beneficial for the rest of the season. They are the biggest support for us too, besides the alumni. So they're always supporting us, especially at Florida. And I have a feeling I'm not gonna get away from this Florida trip because it's
doesn't
just
sound
such
like
a
it.
fan favorite.
I know.
But it makes our team stronger and
Yeah.
it makes our team better together too.
Who doesn't want that? But I'm
Yes.
gonna pick on you with the alumni. Can you
Yes.
tease out a little bit? What are some of the ways that alumni can support the program?
Yeah, of course. I think this year especially, we're working on doing a alumni event this spring. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do one last year because we weren't at home
Right.
playing. But this year, we're going to be doing an alumni event on one of our conference doubleheaders and going to give the alumni the chance to hit on the field, get to meet the players, talk to them, get to meet with each other. I really want them to be there to see our new field, but to also talk to our players and get to bring back their community of
Right.
their teams and their teammates that they played together
Right.
too. So that's really one good way. And then we'll have many more down the road too.
Absolutely. Sophie, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
I've enjoyed our conversation as always. And, to everyone out there, keep an eye out for Catholic softball.
Yeah, go Cards. Thank
Go
you, Tyra.
Cards.